Thomas Edison shoots Annie Oakley for the first Peep show, the first successful VCR is released, and Apple's first computer goes on sale. It all happened this week in tech history. This week in 1894, Thomas Edison showed off his new invention, the kinetoscope, when the first kinetoscope parlor opened in New York City. These were often referred to as peep shows, since one peeped through a personal viewer to see what was on the film. These first films were shot by Edison of Annie Oakley performing some of her celebrated feats of marksmanship. Kinetoscope parlors soon opened around the United States. In 1941 this week, Igor Sikorsky accomplished the first successful helicopter liftoff from water near Stratford, Connecticut, when he fitted utility floats, also called pontoons, to the Vought Sikorsky VS-300. This made the VS-300 the first amphibious helicopter. In 1947 this week, Zoomar arrived. No, this is not some comic book superhero or space alien. Zoomar is a lens demonstrated by NBC TV in New York City. Eventually, the lens would be scaled down for use by regular photographers, not just for television. There are many kinds of camera lenses today, including the zoom lens, which is named after the original Zoomar. This week in 1956, Ampex Corporation demonstrated their VRX 1000. This was the first commercially successful videotape recorder. These $50,000 VCRs were hand-built and too large to fit through a standard doorway. CBS was the first on-air user of the machine to tape delay the CBS Evening News broadcast with Douglas Edwards. This week in 1970, Apollo 13, the seventh manned Apollo mission and the third intended to land on the moon, was launched from Kennedy Space Center. The now infamous accident during that mission gave rise to the just as infamous line, "Houston, we've had a problem." And this week in 1976, the Apple I personal computer was released. The computer went on sale for $666.66, mainly because developer Steve Wozniak liked repeating numbers. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History, brought to you by IFA in Berlin.
IFA, the Global Innovations Show. 6,000 media representatives, 2,600 from abroad. It's IFA time. Meet the official partner of the future in Berlin.
Stop by our site at intotomorrow.com, where you can read our many posts, find out how to hear our weekly 3-hour radio show, and subscribe to our free podcasts. I'll catch you next time on This Week in Tech History.